everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Gracie and I am a junior at the University of Alabama, and in the next year and a half I will be graduating with both my bachelor's and my master's in marketing, which just absolutely blows my mind that I'm getting 2 separate degrees in 4 years. Lately, I have been getting so many messages from you guys asking me how I take notes on my iPad for school, how I stay organized, how I get things done. So I thought I would sit down and make a video about how I keep all of my school notes and all kinds of things organized on my iPad, what apps I use, how I do it, and honestly, it makes you more productive and get better grades. So let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I want to mention I bought this iPad back in November, so I'm fairly new to using it for notes. I actually just started using it this semester for all my things. I can link everything down below. This is the iPad Air 2, and I actually got it custom engraved on the back. You can barely see it because it's so small, but it says Gracie O'Connor and then Go Getter on the back. And yes, I also did purchase the Apple Pencil off the website. Also got my name on that pencil, and that's whatever the newest one is. This case I just got off Amazon because I wanted something that was clear on the back so you could see the engraving, but also pink and could hold the pen, which is super important. I know that there are ones that keep like the pen kind of in a weird spot to where you open it, it'll fall out. With the pen, it does actually magnetize and connect to the iPad here, and that's how it charges. So this case also allows it to still magnetize to the iPad, which I really like. And I feel like I bought this because I really wanted to get into Procreate and like do all those little drawings and things that everyone does, and I haven't learned how to even use that app yet. So I'm very excited though that I got it and I use it for school. I do use this along with my laptop, but I prefer to handwrite notes. I just don't like all the papers, so this makes it 10 times better. Let me tell you why. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pencil off to the side and let's just look at the iPad itself. If you don't know too much about an iPad or what iPad works best, honestly, you can use the comparison tool on Apple. I thought that this was the perfect size. I believe it's 10.2 inches. I'm not like super techie, but I at least kind of know the things about my devices. And it just opens up like this. Here's my cute little wallpaper. I got this off of Pinterest. You guys love all the wallpapers and different things I pin. I share a lot of things to my Instagram stories, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, this one's just off of Pinterest. And then instead of doing facial ID or any kind of recognition, it actually uses your fingerprint up on the home button up here. So you just rest your fingerprint and it opens up. A lot of the apps on my iPad were honestly just like iCloud downloaded from my phone. So I don't use actually too many of these apps on here. My main 2 that I use for my notes are Blackboard, which is my school's version of, like, I know some people have Canvas, some use Blackboard, like where your teachers and professors upload all of your assignments and grades and all kinds of things like that. So the University of Alabama uses Blackboard and I use that app on here a lot. And Notability. Notability does cost, I want to say like $8, but I promise it's worth it. I honestly got it for free because my sister Hannah bought it to use on her iPad. So thank you, Hannah, for the free download through family sharing. If you aren't interested in spending the money on Notability, there are so many free apps on the App Store. I've not personally tried them out, but some are Notes Writer, Quick Notes, Evernote, and Note Expert. As well as you can always get like Microsoft Word or things like that on here. So if you just search the App Store, I even just typed in Notability and it'll bring up all of the apps that are very similar to Notability. Maybe try those out before you purchase the app, or if you have Apple credit, like, trust me, it's worth it. I love. So everything I'm going to be showing you today is using the app Notability. But again, there are free versions out there if you don't want to spend the money on. So now we're going to take a look into my Notability. I'll screen record so that you guys can sort of see what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is go into the Notability app. And the first thing that you can see on here is I have all of my notes organized into different categories, which is one thing that I absolutely love to use on this app. You can see I have a couple that are unfiled, like some doodles and some other things. I have a YouTube one, all my recent to-do lists, and then comes my classes and something I do for Pi-Fi, which I'm a Panhellenic delegate for. So I'll click on one that I use a lot, which is for my Marketing 510 class. So you can see not only do I have notes on here, I'm going to click on week 4 notes. And by the way, my handwriting is pretty okay in real life, but on the Apple Pencil, a lot of times I'm scribbling or other things like that, so please don't judge my handwriting. I don't know why I'm kind of self-conscious about it. It is what it is, but this is what it looks like on here. You can see usually I'll pick 2 or 3 colors and switch between the highlighter tool and the writing tool to sort of make it look fun. And here are some of my notes for organizing for innovation. Then we had to draw in class the process of making toast, so please enjoy my toast drawing here. And then some more notes for my classes. And as you can see, I'm switching between a couple of different colors. So I use this for this class, but also he gives out weekly readings that we do for this class. So you can see if I just click on one of them, you can see that I read it and I use the highlighting tool to take notes. I actually imported this PDF from Blackboard, which is so stinking helpful because then I can just go on there and highlight. So I'll show you how I import from Blackboard as well. But you can see there are so many different things that you can do on here. And I even imported like once this circles thing where we had to like draw in class. I don't know, he likes us to draw a lot. And same thing for my other classes with different types of readings and taking notes and highlighting. You can just see I'm clicking through a couple of the ones here. HR class, really fun. And the best part about this one that I can show you as an example is I take screenshots of things from her PowerPoint notes and I import them in here. So any fun little graphics like these, you can see I can click on them, move them, resize them. Like if I wanted to make this one bigger, for example, I could just pull it to make it bigger and it's great. And I'm able to really not have to write down too many things or get some graphics and nice looking things. Here's my module 2, just so that you can sort of see what it looks like. Like I was not going to write out all of these little yellow boxes. So super simple to do so. So now I'm going to show you how I import in from Blackboard because that's pretty important. I'm just using my finger right now because there's no need to use the pen. I'm not writing. Here is my Blackboard app. You can see it's loading and you can go through and go to the courses and look at different things that he has on here. Let's say I wanted to look at the PowerPoint slides that he puts up on here. Here are the exam 1 PowerPoint slides. If I didn't want to write out all of these things, I could literally screenshot or copy and paste different things. So I'm going to screenshot this here. I can also easily take these PowerPoints and import them into it, but I do like to actually write out little notes. So now I'm going to go back to the Notability app and go back to that class. In the notes I was taking yesterday, you can see I started to draw out a lot of those graphs, but it took quite a bit. You can hit the plus button up here, click photo library, and click the little picture to add in. Make it whatever size that you want that works for your notes, and boom, I don't have to draw any of those graphs anymore. Do you know how amazing that is? And then just to give another little Blackboard example, I'm going to show you how I import different readings and things for classes. I'm just going to go back to 510. I already know that I have imported all of the readings for this week, but I'm just going to click on it anyway and I can just show you how I do it. So here's when we have to read from Harvard Business Review. It's 13 pages. Here's kind of what it looks like. And all I'm going to do is hit the ... in the corner. It might look different depending on what platform that your school uses, but just so that you can sort of see, you can see here export, and then it'll bring up a ton of different options. I can text it to my friends or whatever, but then Notability is on here and I literally can click this. I can hit create new note, keep the note title, change it to whatever I want. Usually for this class, I put like week 5 in front of it so that I know. I can change the subject to wherever it goes, such as 510, and hit import. It'll send it right to Notability. Obviously, I already have this one in here. Oop, that's not the right one. Here it is. And can go through it and it literally just imports just like this. And using the pencil for things that you import, it goes right on there. So you can see you have different options of either writing or highlighting. For example, if I want to highlight the word resources, I could just highlight by dragging my pen across, or I could take my pen and drag it a little bit and it'll turn into a solid line. I can sort of do whatever with. This keeps my highlights more organized rather than running all over the place. But if I'm doing a quick highlight, like sometimes I'll just go through and highlight like that. It's not a very good example, but just so that you can see. And then if I had a note or something to say about it, obviously you can change the pen size, change a bunch of colors. A lot of these are, I think these first 2 pretty much come on here. And these are all custom colors I will just pull out of things, which is like the one I'm using. You can easily write on here. I'm just going to write a little hello in cursive because that's always fun. Not the best handwriting, but just so that you guys can see what that looks like. As you can see, I also have to-do lists on here that I've been starting to do because this is honestly super convenient. Plus, I'm running out of pages in my to-do list notebook that I absolutely am obsessed with, so I'm trying to hold off and keep them. But it's really great because I'm able to add this grid and the purple color by just clicking the ... paper. You can pick whatever color you want the background to be, and you can pick how big or small you want your grids, dots, lines, or blank. It is awesome. Here's an example of something I had to read for a class called The Process of Selling and Buying. It's got a light pink color and a dark pink color in it. So what I love about the Notability app is you can go in here, either in your pen or your highlighter, all the colors will stay the same, and hit this little plus button, and you can hit the eyedropper tool and drag to any point on your page to create a color. And I love doing these for classes because then I can just highlight and write notes in the colors of the document. It's a great way to add new colors, especially when you're taking notes not like this. And I absolutely love to do this. I'm a very colorful person, so if you're like that too, this is a great way to keep your notes super colorful and coordinated because I love keeping things color coordinated. As you can see, there are so many different things that you can do, and this is just one app. There are so many other things that I know that people use. Other people import agendas onto their Notability. Like I heard you can buy them off Etsy and be able to keep an agenda. I prefer still my little agenda actual notebook paper because I feel like the paper really does keep me organized as well. But this is a great way, and I can easily refer back to syllabi for classes or notes or to-do lists or anything, and it makes me feel so productive in my day. I'm gonna give one more little example of how I take some notes on here so you can just see these school notes and whatever. Basically, if I'm trying to do a fun note, I'll pick a color, I'll write something. We'll write subscribe on here because that's super fun, and you guys should totally subscribe down below if you haven't already and join the girl gang. So basically, if I wanted to put a subscribe on here, then I'll go and take a highlighter color, could be something coordinating, could be the exact same color, and I'll just go behind it and like add a little highlight underneath. That's just a fast example, but that's how I can make it look super fun. Add a little line underneath, and let's even just add a exclamation point because that's great. So this is how I take notes. Super easy. You just charge this overnight when you're doing school stuff. You can even charge the pen while that's charging. It charges super fast, and then if you don't need to charge it, at least for my case, you can stick it right there, and that is how I keep notes for school. It truly is a lot more simple than it looks, and I know you guys are so curious, and I understand that iPads are an investment, so that this is not something that you're looking to invest in. I hope you just found this as an informational and fun video, and guys, if you just think about it, that is only using one app on here, so the possibilities are endless. I know so many people who've even started small businesses with their iPads, but this video is about taking notes, and I feel so much put together and so much more organized. I feel like it's pretty much the same speed of writing on a piece of paper, but I have so many color options without even having to change my pen, which I think is the best part, plus highlighters, because I love, like I said, my highlighted, my color-coded, my beautiful notes. I feel like it helps me study better, and it's so great. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you have any other favorite iPad apps that I don't have that I need to know of, or somebody watching this video needs to know of, leave them down below. And while you are scrolling down there, do not forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you guys really enjoyed it and want to see more of me, you can always follow me on Instagram. It'd be so fun if you guys joined the girl gang. Thank you again so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Go out, tackle today. I believe in you. You are so capable and you are so strong. I will see you guys later. I love you. Bye.